State of the fandom. What's good? What's good? We got some things to talk about. DC and or Zack Snyder related. That's what State of the fandom is. Much love to Silk Nation. We got to talk about this Warner Brothers lawsuit. What's going on with that? Right? Is that going to threaten the Superman film? And then also, there's some people out there acting like you can't do any constructive criticism of DC. Though we've been through all these years with Zack Snyder, people shitting on the Snyderverse. We got to talk about this, man. So stay in the fandom. We're coming through. Yo, if anyone's going to be triggered, you got 5 seconds to find the exits. Yeah. The 5 seconds is up. Stay in the fandom. Let's go. Stay in the fandom. We're going to talk about these hotbed issues. Much love to Silk Nation. We're here again. There's this WD lawsuit. We're going to talk about the specifics with that. It's a lot of mixed feelings as far as what this lawsuit will mean and what will that mean for the Superman film. Much love to Silk Nation. I see Chubby Chetty in the chat. Damie Ray, Fernando, Maria, much love to Silk Nation. This is a late edition of the State of the Fandom. Amari, what's good? We got to talk about it. See, that's the thing. Like other platforms, they probably afraid to talk about these topics. But I have no problems touching on the controversy. Happy Friday. Much love to everyone. Yes. Let's get into it. Yeah. I don't know if you saw in the current news, there is this Superman estate lawsuit. So we're going to jump on this real quick. Very interesting because, again, there are some, and I always say this, like with my platforms, I'm always objective with my approach. There are some who, are disgruntled from what Warner Brothers has done with Zack Snyder and, not continuing his story, finishing his arc. So they're not going to accept anything that Gunn, DCU, Warner Brothers would do. And I understand that aspect totally. But we got to be informative, let y'all know what's really going on with this. Now, first off, we'll State of the Fandom. First off, we're on X Twitter. Much love. Support the platform. Go to the profile page. You can tip the platform, become a Patreon, jump into the sylabdul Geek Network, and then on YouTube as well. Definitely, we definitely have not forgotten the audience of these topics, and that's what we're going to touch on with this stream today. We're going to have some guests in a little bit as well. Again, to talk about just what I feel just egregious glazing, acting like there could be no constructive criticism of DC when I've seen people criticize Zack Snyder DC for a decade now, over a decade. So you can't have it both ways. You can't call off the guards now because, you got your favorite director now. We're going to talk about it. We got Real Popcorn Geek. Where was this lawsuit when the movie was announced? Yeah, but there's a difference, and we're going to talk about it. That a lot of people are leaning on what happened with Man of Steel, the lawsuit during that time. This is something different, so let's get into it. Warner Brothers Superman rollout threatened by lawsuit over international rights. Threatened? What's going on? The estate of Superman co-creator Joseph Schuster, much respect to Joe Schuster, co-creator of Superman, him and Siegel, they created the greatest superhero ever, and in Ohio. So always respecting their contributions to the CBM geek life. But the estate of Schuster, because he's passed away, Siegel's passed away, the estate is accusing the WB of years-long copyright infringement on several movies, TV shows that exploit the hero. Whoa, this is a bombshell. Now, again, I know there's some, they're like, oh, nah, we're rocking whatever Gunn does. I get it. I know there's different sides to this. I'm nuanced enough to talk about this. I got all angles of this, right? And it's about the facts. Let's talk about it. So, it says WBD has been sued over the rights of Superman in a lawsuit seeking to block the release of the Superman film this July, and it'll be an international. So let's make this very clear. It's not talking about domestically. When you're talking about box office and theaters and everything, like, it's about the States as far as box office. You want to make money in theaters, you got to make money here in the States. And then second is China. And then after that, you have like UK, probably Mexico, France, Germany. But there's levels to this. This lawsuit is not threatening the domestic release of Superman. So just to get ahead of what that, I know there's a side that wants this film to fail no matter what. And I get it. I'm a DC fan. I don't want DC to fail. I've made this very clear. This lawsuit is not going to stop the domestic release of Superman or the China release. But it does, and we'll talk about the areas in a moment, but the only significant box office area that this lawsuit will affect is UK, which does have they put in millions, multiple millions, tens and hundreds of millions to DC box office. So yeah, you want to get this together to get that box office from UK. So we'll talk about it. The estate of Schuster alleges WBD lost its international rights to the character years ago, but continued to exploit them without its permission or compensation, meaning y'all better break off the creator of Superman. Again, Schuster has passed away, but his estate still has the rights to this character. So if you want to do Superman, you got to holler at the creator, the estate of it. And what they're saying is that, maybe there's a deal domestically for y'all to sell Superman, but internationally, there are some areas that y'all got to break us off. That's what this lawsuit is about. And again, I think people are missing what's happened. Y'all was talking about 2013. That was about the domestic rights. That's been settled. This is international. And they have a case, y'all. They have a case, and we will talk about it overall. Let's see what we're saying in the chat here. What are we saying in the chat here? Yeah, it's foreign. Yeah, we're talking about international. There is an international gate. They got to get this together. You got to break off what you got to break off. What are the odds WB can settle? Does it work like that? Yeah, they can settle, but just going off of the quote, and we'll get to their official quote, Warner Brothers is saying like, yo, we're going to fight this. They feel like they don't have to break off the Schuster estate but the Schuster estate has compelling evidence that they have a right, that they got to get their money. It's all about money. It's like, yo, settle your accounts how you need to settle it. You know what I'm saying? You can't, if they're the co-creators of it, again, this is the estate, you can't just ignore them. They got to get their piece. And y'all didn't do y'all business to break them off. That's why this is public now. So we're going to talk about it. Let's see. Bayona, WBDC haven't paid royalties in the state. They haven't renegotiated basically the international rights. If you're going to do Superman, you got to holler at the creators of Superman before you do anything. They got a deal domestically. They give them something every year to use the Superman rights domestically. But internationally, that's still up in the air. Let's see. This just screams, pay us more money and we'll go away again. But they have the rights to Superman. Like, this is business. That's all this is. This is business. If you're going to do Superman, I feel, and just like with Batman, you got to break off the Bill Finger estate. If you want to do Batman, and the same with Superman, Schuster and Siegel, you better break them off. And there is an angle here where they're not getting their proper compensation internationally. They totally have a case here. Is it a money grab? Yeah, of course. This is business, right? Like, I don't blame the estate at all. They are rightfully due to have whatever, a new contract, a new agreement. That's what this is. Much love to Mr. J, Silver Nation in the house. Let's stay in the fandom. I know we jumped on y'all like real quick. They're like, what's going on? Like, no, we here. We here. We haven't forgot. Stay in the fandom. It's about the controversial topics of DC and or Zack Snyder. And we probably got both today that we're going to talk about. But with DC, handle y'all business, because the Schuster estate has, they definitely have a case. Looking at all the information, and we're going to present that to y'all again. Shout out to Neo Sevens, was good. Warner Brothers screwing up yet again. They should have nuked this. No, I agree. Yeah, I agree. This is an oversight with Warner Brothers. Like, because I see people on the timeline, they're talking about, the Schuster's estate, they're, mucking up things. Like, nah, they totally have a right to do this. Because maybe communication went cold with Warner Brothers Discovery. And they're like, hello, holler at us before y'all do this, right? It's strategic for sure. Right before the Super Bowl, right before all the hype, gives Schuster the upper hand. Again, yeah, no, I'm all for the business aspect of this. If you have grounds, totally exploit it. Like, F these big corporations. Like, nah, y'all need to settle this with the Schuster estate for sure. We got High Life in the chat. What's good? High Lifey. We're just getting started. Let's see. Gunn thought he was slick. Get him. I mean, just like low key, this isn't totally Gunn's fault, but yeah. Hey, DC Studios should have known. Yeah, I'll give you that. I think this is more of a Zazov thing, but no, yeah, hey. DC Studios is a separate studio. Gunn and Safran should have had this together too. I agree with you on that. Hey, everybody getting these L's. So, as it's saying here, the international rights, they can't be continually exploited. And a complaint filed in New York federal court that just happened today, it seeks a share of profits from all works attributable to alleged copyright infringement. They're going back to the ZSJL 2021, Black Adam 2022, Shazam 20, what was that, 19? When did Shazam, the first Shazam come out? I got to get the proper, was it 18? Let's see. 19. They said, yo, y'all didn't break us off on related characters from the Schuster estate since 2019. That's wild. And again, we're talking about not domestically, internationally, in Canada, UK, Australia. Canada kind of does what it does. UK is a bigger box office market for DC, just you know, historical wise. So they do got to get this settled. Like they can't play around with this before the Superman film comes out. This is very serious. This will affect their box office internationally, globally, if they don't get this together before the summer. For sure, for sure. Now, you got a statement from WBD. House of L, y'all wow. Superman dropped the L only to catch another L. Yeah, this is really on Safran. Because that's what I'm saying. It's like, I know, like, Mr. J was like, Gunn got caught up. It's like, but Gunn's the creative guy. On the books, that's Safran. It's mostly Zaslav. But if they're going to say DC Studios is a separate studio, this is on Safran. He's the books guy. And he should have took care of the Schuster estate, you know, before they even announced this film. You know what I'm saying? And then the estate is saying, yo, this is going back to former regimes as well. They have a case, y'all. This isn't some pushover, oh, they won in 2013, they're going to win again. Nah. Y'all better get this together, settle, break them off, whatever you got to do, because they have a case with this. For sure, for sure. We got Dave in the chat. Yeah, this is Safran and Zaz. Exactly. And again, because I know it's fun to throw Gunn in there, and I get it. But this is on the money people. This is Zaslav and Safran. That's what this is. For sure, for sure. So WBD has a response. They said, we fundamentally disagree with the merits of the lawsuit. Will vigorously defend our rights. Now, I didn't like this tone from Warner Bros. Discovery. I did not like how they responded here. Just personally, I didn't. Because, again, the Schuster estate has a case. And this, I didn't want to hear WBD saying this. So this is, if WBD said this is Zaslav saying this. And they're going to speak for DC as well with this. And they're saying, like, now, F the Schuster estate. I'm like, nah, y'all better look into this more. Now, why do I say that? Let's go to this part here. I'm going to jump down even past this, actually. Schuster estate looks to take advantage of the UK copyright law, which automatically terminates copyright assignments 25 years after an author's death. What does this mean? By its thinking, it reclaimed the rights to Superman internationally in 2017 because Schuster passed in 1992. So 25 years after 92, you're in 2017. The Schuster estate is saying, yo, y'all should have been breaking us off from any international releases of shows, Superman and Lois, Zack Snyder's Justice League, or any other characters that Schuster has, you know, directly created or co-created. Y'all haven't been breaking them off since 2017. Now, why did they wait to now? I guess depending on their legal the lawyer that's holding up for the Schuster estate, this was a strategic filing. they waited to another big theatrical release of something Superman related. They could have done this in 2021 with Zack Snyder's Justice League. That was internationally released as well, streaming. But they should have got their rights and they should have got their pay, the Schuster estate, because Superman, obviously Henry Cavill Superman, was in Zack Snyder's Justice League. So this was very strategic now to get ahead of this summer release of the film. So for WBD to say, "Oh, we're going to vigorously defend this," bruh. No, the Schuster estate has their rights per the 25-year law right here. And they should have gotten paid for Zack Snyder's Justice League as well. No, the lawsuit's not BS. like I'm showing you the law right here. I'm just saying. You can say it's BS all you want, but like by law of land of international, they have rights to get their pay 25 years after Schuster passed away. And that's what they're saying. Like, yo, give us our pay right now because we own the rights to that. So, no, this is not BS. I'm not going to allow. See, what I say on my platform, when I say I'm always objective, I'm also informative. Hey, I don't care who gets the W. I know some of y'all don't want Gunn to ever get a W. If he gets a W, I got to come out here and say, yo, the numbers say that, right? If they have rights to this lawsuit, and I'm showing you the law right here, you can't say this lawsuit's BS. The Schuster estate has every right to push for this, for international rights of Superman. I'm not going to allow that at all. You already know. Let's see. Let's catch up with the comments here, and then we're going to get to the people crying about the criticism of DC. Like, what was these cries 10 years ago? That's what I'm so shocked that people feel some kind of way now when they wasn't feeling some kind of way when Man of Steel came out or BVS. But now we're supposed to take it easy on DC. Nah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. Let's see. Let's finish up with this, and we're gonna get to the topic. We're gonna get our guests in here in just a few minutes here. Let's see here. It's like Gunn is not happy, and yo, it's like, hey, again, it's all about the facts. And like Gunn, he's had a tough week, right? And then he had a tough week with that TV spot and Corn Sweat's face. That is what, and and that's why I say I've been a DC fan my entire life. I don't want to see DC go out like this. So a part of me hurts when DC's getting, bashed this past week. Because I'm like, dang, I was like, I actually want Gunn to make a good film. I made that very clear. I want him to make a good film. But if it's BS, it's gonna be BS. But and this past week, people have went in on this film. Now this lawsuit hits as well. This is not a good week for Gunn. It's not. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, man. We talk about reality here, man. It's not about feelings. I told y'all that. Let's see. Let's catch up with the chat here. Hold up, Fernando. Why a lawsuit over Superman now? Not when Man of Steel was getting ready to release. No, they did do Man of Steel. So just to make this very clear, the Schuster estate filed a lawsuit before in 2013, before Zack Snyder's Man of Steel came out. And the basically the law, the WB won that because they had rights, because they were paying the Schuster estate every year to use the rights of Superman, right? So that's why they won that first case. This case here is not about domestic rights. It's about international rights. I'm showing you the law right here. It's on your screen, right? So they have a case. If they didn't have a case, it wouldn't have hit like this. They got a case. So either Warner Brothers, they need to break them off or they could run the risk of not allowing James Gunn's Superman film releasing in all the international territories. And I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to settle. These big corporations, they're going to settle. But I didn't like their quote saying, yo, we're going to vigorously fight this. Like, bro, you ain't got no right here. UK copyright law automatically terminates copyright assignments 25 years after an author's death. Schuster died in 92. They got their rights in 2017 back. And they didn't pay Schuster's estate when Zack Snyder's Justice League came out. You had Superman in that film. Henry Cavill, Superman. They're supposed to break off the estate some money from that. Because we know that was a global phenomenon. So we know that drove up streaming numbers for HBO Max. And then you had digital sales and physical sales. They got different figurines and stuff off Zack Snyder's Justice League every month at this point now. The Schuster estate should have got their money. That's what this is about. That's on your screen. I'm not even going to keep explaining what's clear. You know what I'm saying on the screen here. Let's see. Let's catch up with the chat, and then we're going to get into people crying online about people being critical of James Gunn's Superman. And then we're going to get our guests on here. I appreciate everybody being patient with that. We're going to get y'all on here for sure. People complaining about the hate against DC. They were bashing DC. Yeah, so let's get into it. Because I think this is clear. Again, I'm going to make sure, hold on. I'm going to make sure there's no more questions on this because I got the law on the screen right here. That will affect the box office. Yeah, UK is a big part of their box office. They have to make a quote. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. They're going to say we're going to vigorously fight it. Just go ahead and settle with the Schuster account. Stop playing, right? They're saying, yo, y'all owed us money in 2021 with Zack Snyder's Justice League. Stop playing. So they better stop playing and give them their money with that for sure. Now, real quick, let me bring up a clip. I'm going to bring up a clip real quick because I want to set this up before I get my guests on here because I want to get their thoughts on the commentary on social media with people being critical of James Gunn's Superman. Now, people act like it was supposed to be all sweet, oh, Gunn's winning. And I gave him the credit when it was due. When he did that teaser trailer week, I told y'all, just according to people I talked to, that was slapping with the general audience. I did a show with some of my guests before here. We talked about, crypto, women and children love that shit, bro. That just is what it is. Like they had momentum. And then his new TV spot flopped. It flopped. They had this whole face thing with Corn Sweat. And people feel some kind of way on social media saying, oh, you can't criticize shit now. But as Snyder fans, we've seen everyone criticize everything that Zack has done with DC. So we're gonna talk about that. So let me pull this up real quick. This was the first video. We're gonna kind of go through this. And I tweeted out, I said, yo, where was this energy in 2013? What they're saying here. We got what's this, Brandon Davis?
Just enjoy stuff anymore.
Hold on, let me pause this dude. We got Brandon Davis here, right? Known shield. Now, first of all, let me make this very clear. I don't know Brandon Davis. I just seen his work, and he shields for everything. I mean, hey, tell me if I'm lying, right? So he comes out here with a video the other day. Basically, this is after the TV. So let me get you the timeline here. That TV spot dropped last week, right? So the clips I'm going to show y'all is after that, when everyone was like, yo, what's up with Corn Sweat's face? What's up with all this, right? So just so y'all know, he comes out here is like, yo, we can't enjoy shit no more. So let me let's go through this.
Does anybody just enjoy stuff anymore?
What? And when I tweeted this out, I said, yo, where was this energy in 2013, in 2016? I remember when I went to go see Man of Steel, I went to go see it opening day. It was probably like a handful of people in the theater. It was like afternoon screening. And I saw the greatest Krypton sequence ever as a DC fan. I said, yo, like I want to go more into Superman comics because of what I saw what Zack Snyder did with Krypton, with Russell Crowe and everything with that. Just before you even saw Superman, I said that Krypton sequence in Man of Steel, I said, no matter what happens after this sequence, this film is like goated because of the Krypton sequence. And then when you actually see the film and you see Henry Cavill is that Superman, and you saw the Smallville fight with him versus Zod, and he's protecting his mom's, right? He's like, you can't threaten my mother like that. That was dope to me. And then you go online at that time. I was like on Facebook or something. You got these DC groups on Facebook, and they were just shitting on the film. I was like, bro, I'm thinking when I was in theaters, I was like watching that Man of Steel film. I was like, yo, there's probably at least like 8 out of 10 people that's feeling as hype as I am seeing this on the screen, theatrical moments. And you see on Facebook and all these shields, they wasn't feeling. They was acting like they wasn't feeling what Zach was doing with Henry Cavill and everything. Crazy, right? But like he's saying in this video, can we all just like things again? Where was his energy after Man of Steel?
Does anybody just like enjoy stuff anymore? I gotta say, man, I'm excited for Captain America 4. Captain America. That Superman footage was really cool. But his eyes are going in different directions.
No, but that's what we heard. Like what he's doing, it's like, bro. And I don't got the screenshot, but he was shitting on the Snyderverse compared to Marvel in real time. So it's like, no, you're not gonna get us with this okie doke, bro. And yo, I'm one of the most positive people of giving this DC a chance of most people online right now. But I'm still gonna call BS when I see it, bro. That no, you can't have it both ways. You can't shit on the Snyderverse every angle and then be mad because people got something critical to say about your James Gunn Superman. Nah, you can't have it both ways, bro. But he's sitting there crashing out because, again, backlash on that TV spot.
The CGI is... Like, can you just like anything anymore?
This is why, right? And I tried to tell y'all this weeks ago. I said, yo, they want to make the Snyder fandom like, oh, everyone's the bad guys. Now, I'm going to say this. There's like some anonymous Snyder accounts that I don't respect at all. These were these dudes. They wasn't supporting Cavill and Black Adam. These Snyder accounts, I've had my outs with them on the timeline. It is what it is. I don't respect them at all because you had Zack Snyder Superman and Black Adam, and they didn't want to support him, right? So I don't respect anyone, and that's just how I feel. That just is what it is. I don't respect anyone that wasn't rocking with Henry Cavill coming back. And then in the Flash film, you had Snyderverse actors in the Flash film, but now it's justice, right? It's like, now, like, what are y'all doing, bro? Now y'all have nothing. Now, I believe Zach will do something again, but if you got these dudes here, support Ben Affleck in a Flash film, in my opinion. Crazy. But anyway, that is my tangent right there. Because there's some anonymous Snyder fan accounts I don't fuck with at all. They already know. They already know what it is. But it's like, I wish I would have supported. I would have gave Cavill that support. But going on to what he's saying here, again, oh, we can't like stuff now. Where was this energy back then?
Without people just hating you for it? Dude, I'm tired. Like, I just want to like stuff. Captain America, mine.
But as Snyder fandom, shit that's already dope. Like, we want to like that. When you see Cavill and it's already dope. And they act like they don't want to see that. But these were the type of platforms and whatever he was a part of that was down in Zack Snyder stuff and want to push in Josh Whedon and all that stuff, right? I just want to make it very clear the angle. There's no sympathy with this, bro. Nah, we don't feel sorry for it. Just because someone doesn't like this new Superman as much as you do. Nah, we're not feeling that.
Not be the best movie ever. Superman might not be the best movie ever. They might be the best movie. Who knows? Well, everyone on social media knows. I'm just like, what happened to the times when like footage would drop and we'd be like, wow, this is exciting.
When how many in the chat remember when the BVS trailer dropped and it showed Doomsday and all these shields and all these fake DC antis of Snyder was shitting on BVS? So it's like, nah, you can't have that. We're gonna call this out in real time. You can't have this and say, oh, we when new footage drop, how can we just be excited? I remember when that BVS trailer, now they spoiled a lot in that BVS trailer. I like in real time, I was like, why y'all showing all this shit, bro? Like, can we you know what I'm saying? But when they dropped it, again, I saw all this backlash on Facebook and stuff like that. So no, where was this energy in 2016?
A new character, that's exciting. Now it's like, Marvel was making a good movie, but pre-pandemic, like Spider-Man and Guardians don't exist. Like Deadpool didn't just happen. I mean, this is just in entertainment. This is like unimportant.
Shout out
stuff.
to Ailey.
This is stuff that doesn't actually affect day-to-day lives. What happened to just enjoying literally anything?
Bro, this is so fucking disingenuous, bro. That's what I don't like. Like, again, I'm giving all this a chance because, like, I want to see if it's trash, then we will roast it. But I can't judge before it comes out. That's my stance, right? There's some that say, no, fuck whatever they do. And then I get it. Hey, I get it. Just my stance is that, let me see what he actually does, and then we'll talk about it. But this here, nah, bro. Nah. I can't respect this. When he was shitting on the Snyderverse in real time, I can't respect this, bro. So yeah, get this dude out of here. One more clip, and then I'm gonna get my panelists again. Give me a few minutes. We're gonna get y'all on here, because there's another clip. Now, first off, we got this is Coy Jandro right now. I'm gonna say there's a little background here. Coy Jandro, like I've had interactions with him, and like we're you know what I'm saying, it's small talk with Coy. And he's a huge DC Comics fan. And I do respect him for his comic knowledge with that. But he is a part of this. He is a part of this, you know what I'm saying, of people who didn't get a Snyderverse a chance and now is mad that people are shitting on James Gunn's Superman. I can't let you have this, bro. And as one more person I'm going to touch on in just a moment. But let's see what Coy's talking about here.
Genuinely love this shit. It was like, oh, you love everything. And I'm like, I just don't hate everything, with a side of I can.
Bro, him and the platforms that he's on, they openly have shitted on the Snyderverse. So it can't be this, oh, I don't hate everything. It's like, again, I can't rock with this. I cannot rock with this fake BS, bro.
Be critical while still pointing out the positives.
Right.
It sucks that I have to validate my joy, and that's what the internet is. It's if you don't like something, I agree with you. If you like something, prove it. Like I hate that we have to validate the experience that's positive, and the experience that's negative is so much easier because there's no vulnerability in it. Hating something is the easiest thing in the world to do. It's just it.
But that's what they was doing. I'm gonna get on R&B in just a moment, but it's like they easily hated on the Snyderverse every angle. So it's like, not, I cannot give you the grace of saying, oh, can y'all just like something one time? It's like, no, y'all wasn't liking dope shit before. So we're not gonna just rock with that, bro.
It's a default setting that's going to get you more likes. It's going to get you more engagement. You can put your little tear faces on whatever woman you're mad at on.
And side note, because this is broadcasting on Twitter, a lot of engagement comes from hating on Zack Snyder. So don't say like, oh, it's about engagement hating on James Gunn. When we see this daily, people hating on Zack Snyder and they get their engagement. Y'all can't have it both ways, bro. It's straight across the line what people are doing. So it's like, no, it's like, again, because the first guy, Brandon Davis, that first clip, I already know that dude like that. So it's like, ain't no cordial with that. Coy, I'm actually like, you know what I'm saying, like small talk with. And all I'm saying is like, Coy, like, bro, when you see this, and we're going to talk about Robert Meyer Burnett in just a second. These are people, Coy and Robert Meyer Burnett are people that I actually interact with. And we're somewhat cool. But if y'all seeing this, y'all know where my stance is at with that. I'm going to call BS where I see it. Now, again, you can pretend and go on with your, you know what I'm saying, what you doing with this James Gunn shit. But it's like, nah, I'm not going to allow this. Oh, we got to feel sorry for people that's wants to see this James Gunn film. When Snyder fans been going through hell for over a decade on social media. So I can't let that slide, bro. And he knows this. So it's like, you're saying, you ain't gonna feel no kind of way when you see this.
The thumbnail, and there you go. That's easy and it's profitable. But loving something is exposing that you share in a communal experience with the filmmakers, that you're being vulnerable. I'm not saying to love everything, but I think you should be able to find merit in anything. And I think I got that from being raised in a world that loved, like my family loved stuff.
Yeah. So y'all get it. Y'all get what's going on with that. I can't respect that, right? Now, one more thing I want to bring up real quick on the Summer's Jam screen, real quick. State of the fandom. We got, man. Now, again, most people that saw my platform, if y'all been rocking with me for a couple years at this point, y'all know Robert Meyer Burnett. He's been on my channel a couple of times. We've chatted about stuff behind the scenes and stuff like that. So I was surprised. Man, I was surprised when Robert Meyer Burnett crashed out the last 48 hours. This man, now I don't know if this is even big enough, but basically he's talking about, and let me remove this comment real quick. At the bottom there, Robert Meyer Burnett. What I take issue with, again, I don't mind people having their opinions. I don't give a fuck. Everyone has their own opinions. I could rock with that. We could talk about it. When he's like, yo, Snyder Bros do not understand the business of the film industry, bro, I started my channel talking about the business of the film industry. So I felt some kind of way with someone that I've had several conversations with. Again, y'all saw videos of him on my channel. We rocked out about stuff. For you to group us all in saying we don't understand the film industry is a middle finger to my platform, because I only give y'all the facts of the film industry. So for him to say the Snyder fandom don't understand the film industry was cap, was all cap. And that just is what it is, Robert. Like, you already know. I don't know if we're going to laugh about this later. I don't know. But that was some bullshit right there, what you was doing the last 48 hours, literally attacking the Snyder fandom. Now, he said it, though, we don't understand the film industry. And his whole thing was like, what was BVS basically like, was it worth it putting in the money for BVS, right? And I quote tweeted what he said in this BS article he put out there. And I was like, yo, was BVS worth the investment? Per Greg Silverman, producer on BVS, yes, according to this screenshot, he said basically BVS was very profitable for them. Now, we already know what it did in the box office, $873 million. They cut the China release short. That was some BS. They cut out 30 minutes in the film. That hurt it as well. that was $1 billion film if they just would have let it ride. But to try to challenge that, and he's saying, yo, we made money off BVS, so this is cap, Robert Meyer Burnett. This is cap. It is what it is. I want to get my guests on the panel here because I want to run that out real quick. We got Mr. Wes Ashley on the panel. I don't know if he's popping up. I don't know if I think his video probably froze. We got Abu Naz as well. What do you
What can I say? Did you figure this out today? James Gunn, we got that boy on the run. He got Superman looking dumb, doing little twirls in the sky with his little goofy ass eyes. What in the world do we see? Are we gonna get that money? Hell no. There's no way in hell that we're gonna make these guys rich. All that bullshit, all that madness. Stop the madness, kid. Stop the madness. Stop the madness. Stop the madness.
Y'all saw the clips, right?
Stop the madness.
So I want to start off with Peely first here. You saw with Coy and Brandon Davis and all this. They're basically saying, like, can y'all take it easy on Superman? That's what they're saying. What's your thoughts with that, man? Are you muted, Peely? Hold up.
Let my brother say something first, because you know I'm going to blaze it up.
Yeah, we're going to get Peely. I think you muted, Peely. Yeah, I can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Well,
we'll get him back in here. We'll get him back here. Go ahead, Abu. Your thoughts. We'll get Peely back in here.
Here you go. My view, in the words of the great Cersei Lannister of House Lannister, will you comply with what James Gunn is doing, and will you comply and support his vision of Superman, or will you choose violence? I choose violence. There is no way in hell, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Who is these people that's doing the marketing? That's what I want to know. Who is doing the marketing that's making this thing goddamn?
Now, just for context, real quick.
Just for context.
With the recent TV spot, there's been a backlash of how Corn Sweat Superman looked and stuff like that. And like, so this is a real conversation that this is a backlash for the marketing.
Yeah. But my issue is, and you hit it right on the head. So y'all had a field day just trashing Zack Snyder and his works to the ground. Not a problem. Y'all, it was open season. Once James Gunn sent that the teaser trailer, it was open season for y'all to just disrespect Zack on every level. You acting like he wasn't what? He was some sort of some indie director that, you know, how do you give him all of the keys to the kingdom and his shit is trash and blah 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 blah. How do you even live with yourself knowing damn well that the fandom that has the best memory, when we had Henry Cavill coming back by Warner Brothers' permission to tell the fans that you are coming back home with us. That man was happy. That man was happy to be your Superman. Even though little people would not like the movie or whatever the case may be, or if they liked the movie, they didn't like certain elements of it. Okay, that's cool. It's your prerogative. You know, it's free license to either like or don't like. and I've said this before a couple of times, and I said, well, even in the height, now remember, and somebody did say something about, well, Zack Snyder kind of came in when pretty much Marvel was just dominating everything. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
When the Avengers dropped, he basically
Right.
came out after
Man
the
of Steel,
Avengers.
exactly. Man of Steel was pretty much kind of shoehorned while the Avengers was killing the box office.
Yeah, yeah.
And Marvel had a big head start. They had all the individual movies that was building up to the Avengers. So by the time Avengers came, we was knocked out in our socks. And I'll give Josh Whedon the credit, because it was a good movie, because we watched Iron Man and the Thor and the this one and that one, and then by the time Avengers came, now we was all in. It was bright. It was fast. It was furious. It was this. We was already invested. Now all of a sudden, here comes Batman v Superman. For me personally, because I like Phase 1 of Marvel, and I'm not ashamed to say it, because I didn't have nothing to fault it for. But when I saw Batman v Superman, it was almost like, not night and day. It was like you're eating your favorite foods when you with the Avengers, but all of a sudden somebody tells you, "Hey, just take this out. Let me see what it tastes. Hey, this is pretty damn good. Wait a minute, where did this come from?" Exactly. It's another flavor that literally had me on the screen. I didn't hear no jokes. It was like a crime thriller, you know? Real grounded, real shit going. The acting is, you didn't have a bunch of jokes that you had in the Avengers, but we liked it. But now we having, like, oh shit, they having real discussions. They talk about real shit. Human trafficking? Oh my goodness, what's going on? Oh, diabolical shit with Lex and this, that, whatever. Oh man, they shooting people in the desert. Like I said, man, we kind of gravitated, for us DC fans, to see another part of the fandom, or another part of the movies that we didn't even heard, that was unheard of to have at that time.
We got Peely back.
You got him back?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I applaud the fact that Marvel led the way, but other people can get back. Other people can get into the mix, and Zack Snyder shoot his shot. But the problem was, the Marvel craze was all over the place, and then Warner Brothers wanted to get in on that action, but it had to breathe, you know. But I'm so grateful. I'm grateful now that Zack is getting the good press that he really deserved. Mm-hmm. Now, after so many years, because now Marvel is crashing and burning. Now that Marvel crashed and burned, now we getting another say, all right, let me just look at this a little bit more now. Now you're getting the flavor. Now you're getting the good flavor. But now here comes James Gunn, and he's trying to resurrect the good old days. Or Marvel 2.0 with DC money. I mean, you can believe it or not, but smart and capable people that has been with Marvel all the way through, and James Gunn did 3 movies for Marvel. He knows. Kevin Feige knows. All you got to do is put a couple of big splashy colors, you know, get some tights, have some jokes, and have some you know, fun, fast action, and you're good to go. These are mindless kids. They don't know. They don't give a fuck. Just look at.
Oh yeah, it's popcorn movies. That's what Marvel.
Yeah, that's what we need. And Zack Snyder said, "No, I'm not gonna be doing stupid shit and doing goofy shit just to appease a mass audience that I'm not. Yeah, he's basically telling y'all that I'm not going to make movies that makes it look dumb and make you look like you're gonna enjoy stupid shit.
He said to that journalist, was it one of his haters out there? Basically, Zach was like, "Yo, I make movies for adults. There's movies for kids out there, and y'all rock with
Yeah,
it."
that's for Marvel.
Yeah,
I
but
make
I'm gonna
movies
make
for
adult shit.
Grown men and women with jobs, you know, with lives. You know what I'm saying? That pay
let's,
the mortgage, that buy their groceries, that vote for Trump or any other crazy motherfucker that want to be president. You know?
That's what Zach getting in there. But let's get Peely's thoughts in here as well too. Because when I was thinking up this show, I was like, cause I saw them comments of them shields, and you know what I'm saying. I said what I said about them. You know what I'm saying. It is what it is. But I thought of Peely when you know you always be kind of watching the climate out there as far as you know the WB information or misinformation and things like
Hell
that.
yeah.
And it's like all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, y'all being mean about like what does that say?" Because like you obviously you've seen, you know, the full Snyderverse, you know, people shitting on Man of Steel, you know, breaking Zod's neck. They was mad at that, and then you know BVS, Martha, and all this shit that they be talking about. And all of a sudden they saying, "Oh, let's call off the dogs." People like, how does that land with you and just your thoughts with that overall, man?
It's so funny, bro, because I'm like, hell no. Like you said, from BVS, it was like, oh, Superman don't kill, and oh, he's just a emo Superman. And then you got BVS, and it was like, oh, the Martha moment, where if you look at that scene right before the Martha, when they were fighting each other, that was the best scene I ever seen, like in comic book history. With the two going at it, how beautiful that scene was, and they just you know, tried to bottle it all up as just the Martha moment. You know what I mean? But dog, what it really was, dog, it's always been jealousy. It's always been jealousy. You know, from day one, because I remember like y'all were saying, the atmosphere, it was back at that time, it was like Marvel versus DC, and Marvel had an early start. They got the Avengers out. You know, they were colorful. You know, making a lot of money, owned by Disney, all that crap, right? But then everybody was still like, yeah, that's cool and all, but DC, that's some real shit. That's the real shit. When Superman show up, when Zack Snyder show up, everybody was like, yeah, Marvel, that's cool, but now we in the big boy leagues, you know? And then you saw Man of Steel. You had all those actors, Kevin Costner. You had Lawrence Fishburne. You had everybody. I'm here. Is that, do you still hear a delay? Oh, is that
No, you
me?
good, yeah.
All right. So you had all these actors, and it was showing like DC, especially with Zack Snyder, it's just better. You know what I mean? I didn't even watch all of Marvel movies. I didn't really care about it. If I don't like something or I know I ain't gonna like something, I ain't gonna watch it. Like Avengers, I remember I watched Avengers. Me and my baby mama was in that shit. That's how long ago that shit was, bro. The Avengers Part 1, and I had the biggest headache. I don't know what happened. I was having like a migraine in that bitch. So I walked out like halfway. I couldn't stay in that bitch for some reason, dog. So I left. But DC with Zack Snyder was just better. It just looked better. It was like for grown-ups, you know. I just saw somebody, homeboy, said something about Guardians of the Galaxy made more money than Zack Snyder's movies. But all kiddie movies make more money than grown-up movies. All kiddie movies make money.
Well, there's a Marvel formula. We can't like deny there's a Marvel formula, and they set that shit up, bro. Like I'm gonna give credit where it's due. You know what I'm saying? And Gunn came in right in the middle of that, and that's what launched the Guardians franchise.
He was a part of that whole plan. So it's natural for him to come over to DC and it's like, well, look, I was with Marvel. You see how much money we made, and
Yeah, it's
all of a sudden, he's the head of the creative.
Exactly, but I'm gonna give more of the formula, the credit. Now, Guardians 3. Now I know people that ain't fucking with Gunn. Y'all don't want to hear me say this, but it's like that's actually a well put together film. But it's a part of that formula. Like that's what I'm saying. If I'm giving you the Coke formula, Peely, I'm sure you're gonna work that shit out, right? Like it's like you. I'm giving you the license to that, so you can make a vanilla Coke, cherry Coke, whatever you gonna do. You got the formula, and that's what Gunn got with Guardians. So yeah, he made his money. I'm not gonna deny that. Yeah,
bro, my mind went somewhere else when you said Coke formula. I was like, what y'all talking about? But yeah, that blue magic. I'm like, all right, give me the formula, bro. I need that.
Blue magic. I stand by it.
I'm like, yo,
I stand behind it. It's a fine product.
I'm like, bro, I would drive to you right now. But yo, freaking no, I didn't see Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't see none of them shit, bro. I do not like Marvel movies. I mean, I catch like little flicks here and there, but I'm not with that kid shit. I'm not with the jokes. I'm not with the colors. I like what Zack Snyder was doing. Comic book movies, I don't even know. I like comic books. I grew up. I like watching. I really was an X-Men fan back in the day when I was a little kid. I used to love Wolverine. I used to love that shit. So the nostalgia of that shit coming back, you know, with Marvel. Iron Man, I remember when Iron Man came out, I was a big Wu-Tang fan, so Ghostface was supposed to be in that first one. So I was like, let me go watch it for that. You know?
Killer if he was in there. But
yeah, he was supposed to be in it.
Yeah.
Right. So that's how, because remember when Iron Man was a no-name dude, Ghostface is what got that name popping back in the day. You know, it was Ghostface Killer from Wu-Tang, because his CD was named Iron Man. You know, so then
his best one too. That was like his best.
Yeah, hell yeah. So then I watched it from that. I watched Iron Man Part 1. I watched it all the way up to Part 3. I remember there was like
Iron Man 3. They dropped the ball on that one. But
it was like a terrorist in it, right? It was supposed to be like some big mean terrorist, and then they got him behind the scenes.
And he turned out to be
he turned out to be goofy, and I was like, man, bro, that just threw me off. It threw me off. But then Zack Snyder, all of Zack Snyder's shit was fire, bro. Man of Steel, and then I remember I watched BVS in I was in the movie theater with one of my girlfriends, and she don't care nothing about comic book movies. She don't care nothing about none of these type of movies. She was so into BVS, when Superman was about to get his ass killed, she was like, no, in the Martha moment, she was really into it. So I'm like, bro, this movie is fire, dog. Even though it was cut up.
She was pretty much a normie, right? She
was definitely a normie, and she was like, "Yo, this movie is fire." We were both happy watching it. So I was a Zack Snyder fan right then. He was making like grown up type shit with nostalgia of superheroes. You know, I loved it.
Yeah, I told everybody just before you came in. I said I love the whole phase 1 of MCU all the way up to Endgame. Endgame was still good, but it wasn't on that.
It was all right. Infinity War was hard. Infinity War went hard.
Completely pristine.
Yeah. Winter Soldier.
The masterpiece is that thing is reserved for Captain America and Winter Soldier. Period.
Winter Soldier is the best shit they did, bro.
It is a masterpiece. Man. Literally. Period. Yeah. There is nothing touching that movie. Not even at the time.
Only Infinity War, because you got all the hero, because that's like a big comic book, right? Infinity War is like, you can't help but love that.
Yeah, but they made that movie like it's a 70s espionage thriller. That's exactly what that movie was. And that it blew my mind away. And I said, if you can have people that make a shit that you could get the superhero aesthetics and stuff like that, but treat the audience like they're grown up, like you literally seeing a movie that basically makes you want to think, gives you the knowledge to say, yo, I want to follow this thread over here. Oh shit, who did this, did that? Adult shit. That's Zack Snyder in a nutshell. So we got a little audience. We got a little a glimpse seeing Captain America Winter Soldier being an adult type of movie. And everything else was paid by the numbers until we get to that. Now here comes Man of Steel, and then Batman v Superman came, and then that was it. The floodgates was open. So now
they knew what was coming would be, because like we all understand, Jeff Johns got the leaks of the DC plans, right? Snyderverse plans was leaked to Jeff Johns, right? Jeff Johns linked it to Feige, and that's why they switched up Civil War to make that Cap versus Iron Man, because that wasn't the original plan until they found out about BVS, right? But BVS like changed the whole game.
It did.
When that came out. Like it was like there was people, they sat there and watched it, and they was like speechless after BVS.
BVS was fire.
Speechless.
BVS was fire, dog.
That third act, you have to absorb what happened. Like you,
hell yeah.
Yep.
The whole film is setting up again, just got the Bat of Gotham, and Clark's like, I'm saying, no, I ain't fucking with that, right? And you need those extra 30 minutes to show. Yeah. Clark was like, hold up, what's going on? You know what I'm saying, with the Bat of Gotham. But do you get to that third act, bro, where you got, like you said, Peely, the Batman versus Superman fight has been lost in this entire discourse.
Right.
Because that was the epic moment right there. Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller, like that gave you that in live action. You never got this before. Right. But what Zach did, he said, yo, I'm gonna give you this Batman vs Superman. And I'm gonna like put it on steroids. Then I'm gonna give you Doomsday. And I'm gonna give you Wonder Woman with the dramatic entrance. And
they did not made it for laugh. They made it seem like they trying to kill each other. And the music, Hans Zimmer music just put it in overdrive.
Like that third act, because people was like, "Oh, did you forget this?" Like, no, like really, you got the Batman vs Superman, you got Doomsday, you got the Wonder Woman entrance, which is one of the best entrances ever in cinematic history.
Correct.
Before that, you got the warehouse scene. You got that,
exactly.
That third act, but then you got the death of Superman, bro, which is an iconic moment in pop culture. You got so much in that third act. That was like a whole film in itself. And that's why I said people were speechless after that. I was speechless. I was like, bro, I absorbed so much. You know what I'm saying? And that changed the game.
And that was from 2016.
BVS was BVS was so hard, bro. I mean, that like you said, that third act, but even after watching the third act, I still now go back and I watch it, the museum scene with Bruce and Diana. That was beautiful. Like everything in that movie was so fucking fire. So then I was just stuck, bro. I mean, it was Zach, because that's exactly what I wanted. You ever want like a movie like Superman to come out and you want to know his backstory? You want to know, like, yo, how does he learn to fly? How does he learn to do anything? Marvel just never gave me that. Marvel was always on like some jokey shit, some little funny jokes, walking around, doing some stupid shit. Y'all talking about Winter Soldier, bro. I've probably seen maybe like 5 minutes of all of those movies. Because if I don't really like movies like that, I'm not gonna watch it. But what I'm trying to say is,
you would like Winter Soldier, though.
I probably will. I've heard that before.
Winter Soldier is basically the blueprint for BVS.
I've heard that before. Some people have told me I should watch Winter Soldier, but Yo, Disney movies don't do nothing for me, dog. It's just like they don't do nothing for me because it's you
Disney
know
shit.
you can see like the propaganda, you can see the wokeness, you can see the. Oh, no, I did really like Rogue One. Rogue One, the Star Wars
yeah,
shit, I
That was
really
dope.
like that.
absolutely love
That
it.
was dope. I really like Rogue One, but I
But we
like
got
shit
the-
like
but-
that.
Yeah, but the thing on context, especially with the Star Wars fandom, and I get it because that movie, the movie was basically taken from an actual what was it? It was it a comic? It's either a comic or a novel. It was a novel
Right.
that basically took the plans and how they got through it and this that whatever. I've known this for a while, but I've never read the book. But the people that follows the lore and follows the books that Lucas has put his stamp in, and that's the canon. So once Disney took the reins, then somebody from I guess from one of George Lucas's workers or whatever pretty much made his script, but it basically was the novel in and of itself.
What?
So they just
Yeah.
changed changed the characters, but the plot and everything else was based
Abu, real quick.
on that
Real
novel.
quick, because I know you more hardcore in the Star Wars fandom. Because like I'm more general audience. I'm probably Peely is as well with Star Wars. So like Rogue One hit for I felt it hit for me.
No,
Peely said it hit for
me.
him. Like did it hit for like hardcore? Like you hard because I know you hardcore Star Wars. So like did that really hit for y'all? That Rogue One?
Like I said, the normies didn't know about the novel. The
Right.
novel has been around for decades. It was a really old book, but it was considered canon because when George Lucas gets the any books that they're trying to make with his characters, he has to put the seal of approval. He puts the seal of approval, that means it's canon. So that book has been around for decades. So by the time somebody went and got to Disney, somebody kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna write my own script, but I'm gonna copy and paste what the book did, and then I'll call it my own. But the eagle-eyed people peeped it right off the bat.
Okay.
So you
it
have
took
a lot
from
of people
that novel.
that, right. You have a lot of people that like, nah, I ain't fucking with that because all you did was just plagiarize the damn novel, and you can't even give the
legends, right? That's what they call it.
Right, the credit. You didn't even give the credit. So some of the people did not like it, but for normie, they don't know no better. They saw a great adventure. And for me, myself personally, because I was so jaded from all the bullshit with Last Jedi and this, that, whatever. When I saw that on the screen, I was like, wow, this is actually good. Actually good. It doesn't insult my intelligence. It doesn't, denigrate black man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm
Right.
just glad to see something
Right.
that I feel like it was an adventure. It was good, and I just left it alone with that.
Real quick, shout out to Neo Sevens donating via Stream Elements. Again, y'all know my battle with YouTube. I don't know if everybody knows, like YouTube's been kind of messing with the channel. So they're not allowing monetization. Probably not to like next month at this point. They've been dragging this on for months. So shout out to those who've been supporting the platform via Stream Elements, Cash App, or becoming a patron. Y'all been holding it down for the last like 3 or 4 months because like YouTube's been fucking with me, but for real, it's crazy out here. But
shout out to Neo Sevens, definitely. That's
shout
my
out to
dog.
Neo Sevens. Let me give him the drop.
Cannon.
Oh, have these people
losing
their mind with the Zack Snyder canon thing. I tell you, it's almost like the people that do not like Zack Snyder, they cannot help themselves. If they hear his name, They just have to lose their shit and then tell everybody everything in the book.
And that brings us to the first. That brings us back to the first question, because it's like those guys been shitting on us for years, bro. Like years. Like, so look at it. Like, how did they expect to shit on us for so long and then come in our universe and we're gonna support them at the same time? How did they expect that? So now,
me and you are parents. We have our kids. Our kids are growing up, and then they have kids. And then they still shitting up here.
They still shitting on us, right? And it's like now they're like, yo, come on, can't we all just get along? Come on, guys, don't hit us. Like, bro, shut the hell up, bro. Like, for years y'all been shitting on us, dog. Now y'all got some bad news. Now y'all need us to show up at the box office. Hell no, bitch.
You're gonna have my grandson fight your grandson.
I know, right? Yeah, they like, no, I ain't helping you. They like, oh, I just right. That fool was saying, oh, I just want to go back to the times when we can just watch movies and be, man, shut the fuck up, bro. That's what we wanted to do the whole time. We didn't want to shit on Marvel. We just wanted to watch our shit. That's what we were trying to do. Right. We didn't want to shit on nobody. We wanted to stay in our corner, watch our dark superhero movies. That's it. Y'all shit on us. Every time we mention, oh, did you see the new Zack Snyder movie? Oh yeah, but what about the Martha scene? Like, bitch, shut the whole movie and you take out Martha? That's what you took out of BVS? Shut up, bruh. We don't want to talk. You know, so now they need us. Now Gunn got bad press every week. First it was like his set leaks looked like fucking Timu movie or some bullshit like that. Then after his set leaks come out, now he got a problem. He getting sued. Or his Superman dude got a lazy eye or some crazy shit like that, you know. And now they need our help. Hey guys, can you just show up? Right. Like, guys, can you just help us? Right. No, bitch. No, y'all shit on us, dog. Y'all shit on Henry Cavill. You know, Ben Affleck said, hell no, I won't do no movie with James Gunn in no universe, you know? So now we on that shit too, bro. Hell no. Y'all go back to Scooby-Doo. Go back to Guardians of the Galaxy. I ain't fucking with you.
Healy, that's why I said I'm down with Cersei Lannister.
Oh, shit, bro.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, I choose violence now, bro.
Just for context.
What do you want us to do?
Just for context, real quick, for people out there, the context is that, again, this TV spot dropped last week with Superman. And again, y'all know I do multiple platforms. I just cover the news. So I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You got Superman flying, things like that. And then everyone was shitting on it. Like, I was just like, I was surprised. I mean, this ain't just Snyder fan. Like, this is a universal thing. People are like, nah, like, what's this, man?
The marketing.
You can't blame Snyder fans for that.
Right.
It's not our fault. Y'all was the one that goofy movement out there. And we said, this is odd. He's doing a spin, and he's just like this, like he's some sort of stalker. And hey, if that's your flavor, that's cool. But it doesn't look good when even the normies looking at it like, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is beyond hardcore people. These are, again, universally general people saying that don't look right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what's going against this film. That's why I said, I mean, do I think it's going to tank the film? It's like, no, I think Gunn's still going to have his fans, and I don't think it's going to do Man of Steel numbers. I'm really just set on like, no, this is not going to do Man of Steel numbers. This film, I think they're still going to.
It's not going to do.
I think they're going to. Yeah, I think they're going to sledge along their universe. Yeah.
Now the first trailer was fucking goofy. I mean, you had the Justice League light, you had Crypto,
but it had stuff. I mean, just overall, it had stuff that reached audiences. At least that first trailer know what I'm saying? If people wasn't fucking with crypto, like, but the women and children was rocking with it. But
Right.
this here,
you might as well put Rocket Raccoon in there if that's the case. Yeah, because that's it.
This
because
one here,
I'm telling you,
hey,
this is the movie that you watching called Superman. You might as well just don't call it Superman. Call it Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of DC.
Guardians of
Right.
DC. That's all this shit
Yo,
is.
because that's really what it is. Like think about this. Go deep, y'all. When we were just talking about Jeff Johns leaking the script, right?
Mhm.
Then that's when James Gunn showed up with Brightburn around that same time with the leak of the scripts and all that. That's when James Gunn showed up. So then you got Joss Whedon and what he did to Justice League. So now you know there's two Marvel directors trying hard to kick off their DC shit. And it was at the same time where Jeff Johns kind of mad because, you know, Christopher Nolan skipped him and went to Zack Snyder. So it was all of this shit going on behind the scenes. So we know, if you really know, you know James Gunn is a part of that shit. You know James Gunn is a part of that shit that got Zack Snyder the fuck out of there. No matter what y'all say, we know that plan included James Gunn from long time ago.
Because they came out and said that they wanted him to do a new Superman film.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Years ago. This wasn't right. We're not talking about corners. I'm talking about like they were trying to replace Cavill for years.
Right.
And
remember
yeah.
Right. Remember Jeff Johns was trying to do at the same time they was talking with Zack Snyder, Jeff Johns was pitching a Justice League at that time. Long time ago. So then when I think it was Nolan who said I'd rather Zack Snyder continue because they were trying to get Nolan to continue after Batman. Mm-hmm. So then when he picked Zack Snyder, that's kind of like shitting on Jeff Johns. So Jeff Johns sabotaged that shit by leaking his shit to his competitor. So when he leaked it, you know, Disney got all the, you know, they can pull all the strings in the world. That sabotage plan was happening since back then. So we know, we really know James Gunn is a part of that. So then David Ayer movie, you know, get messed up. They didn't release the Ayer cut, but they released Suicide Squad Part 2 with James Gunn. Nobody watched it. Then they kicked
Ayer's characters.
Right, correct. Killing off Ayer's characters. Then they shit on Henry Cavill. Then they made sure Ben Affleck's script didn't get greenlit. Then it's a bunch of shit going on behind the scenes, you know, or they were trying to get Ava DuVernay to do the Dark Side, so she will come out before Zack Snyder Suicide. Right. So all that shit behind the scenes was Ben shitting on Zack. So all of his fans, what do they expect his fans to be like? Oh, now we're cool? No, bro, we were really getting fucked with the whole time. Not just on Twitter. Since 2013, we was getting punished. So we just happened to turn out to be successful. We just happened to turn out to be big on Twitter, and we got the Snyder Cut. So then the Snyder Cut turned out to be better than anything ever made, you know. And then the Snyder fans turned out to be bigger than anybody else on Twitter. But we didn't forget. You know, we didn't forget all that shit that we've been going through. So now they need us, and it's like, you know, when the rabbit got the gun, now the hunter's like, hey, man, don't shoot. But that bitch was trying to shoot us the whole time, dog. He was trying to shoot us since 2013, and James Gunn is a part of that. So he don't get no love from me, bro. Not at all, bro.
And no money. No money.
No money, bro.
Like I tell people all the time, I got a long memory, baby.
Exactly.
You fucked around with Henry Cavill. You told him that he was coming back, and then you and James Gunn and everybody else pulled the rug from under them. And then it's like, and you know how hurt it was for Henry to say that he was coming back, and now he had to go away. And knowing that he has to still play nice with these fuckboys that literally just told him you're fired. You know,
correct.
So going to get
this my thing. Because that's my thing. Because like again, you just just part of my, I guess my branding is that I'm always objective. If someone gets the W, even if I ain't fucking with that person, I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna acknowledge your W. Like you got that one. You know what I'm saying? But real quick, Abu.
Yeah.
But so what I say with that though is that Gunn, with this marketing for this film, for the Superman film, again, that's dropping that first picture, the dirty suit. I was like, nah, that wasn't a good look. Like, he put on his boots and shit. I was like, nah, I was like, come on, Gunn. Come on, bro. But then that teaser, he had a good event with that teaser week, teaser of the teaser. And I was like, I'm just telling y'all, general audience was fucking with that. But this latest shit, Abu, that's what I'm trying to get to. This latest shit, I'm like, bro, it didn't land. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just pulling off from my angles and just my avenues. I'm like, bro, if that was gonna be a W, I would be like, yo, even if you ain't fucking with him, yo, they hit. It's like, no, this didn't. This TV spot didn't hit, and now you're sitting on this. You're not doing a Super Bowl trailer, right? You're doing something on the Puppy Bowl. That's a secondary channel. Doing the Super Bowl, they're doing a crypto scene, right? Which, hey, that'll probably be cool for that audience, but you are not maximizing this film. That's showing me this film's going to get lost this July between Jurassic World, where you got ScarJo and Mahershala Ali, and you got Fantastic Four, which may have Robert Downey Jr. in it, right? That's going to bury the Superman film, and it's going to be a mid-performing film. That's kind of just what I feel with that.
What you're doing now with your channels, so is, like I said, it's actually genius, because deep down you already know we still in connected, but you just got, because that's just like me. That's like me. You know how I'm going to fuck this and then I come in here with the tie and suit.
Well, actually,
no, I think as a artist and a pop culture reference, that this may be a very you know what? I gotta stop this corporate bullshit.
Right.
I can't give you that.
Right.
There has to be that guy. That means that's when we come in. See, we're the actual paying customers. He is the man that brings the news, that lets you get all the information that, and then he leaves it. Syl will leave it to you to make your own assessment. Knowing goddamn well back in his mind, he's like, yeah, this thing is gonna be trash. But I want my audience to do it. I need my sponsors.
Right.
What the hell is going on here, Syl? I was over here, and then he's scorching the earth with our product. What's going on? I don't know. It's their customers. I didn't
call it an L. I mean, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be objective. but that works though. At the very least, we are paying customers, and we're just telling other paying customers to watch out. Look, let Syl give you the how should we say, the pristine, the pristine view of what he may see as, as a YouTuber that is responsible, that is not reckless, that does not shit on any of the product that he's trying to help, to give you, the customer, a good way to say, I think you can go in there and enjoy the movie. But if the shit sucks, it's up at you.
And that's what I always say. Like, anyone that I work with,
just so you know.
Yeah. Any outlet, I got, journalist friends and stuff like that, in different sources and stuff. And I'm like, I tell them, it's up to the people. If the people ain't rocking with it, I'm not gonna, I can't be blind to that. If they're not rocking with that, you know what I'm saying? And if there's a 50-50 thing, I'm gonna tell you that. But I'm saying this last TV spot, even if I was oh, okay, I think it probably could work. overwhelming response of y'all and beyond the Snyder fandom was not rocking with it. And it's like, dang,
Hell no.
that's what it is.
Even the first. My bad.
I'm about to ask you a question.
All right.
When you've seen both the both teaser trailer, what was the real? Which one was worse in your eyes?
All right.
The Superman spitting up blood, and then he got Frido dragging his ass out. Or Mr. Twirly with Mr. Goofy Twirly. What is the worst one?
So it was like, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest. That shit the first one didn't look that bad. The first trailer, other than the dog, because I kept trying to put like how would Crypto look in the Christopher Nolan universe? It wouldn't have fit. How would Crypto look in the Zack Snyder universe? It wouldn't have fit.
Yeah.
Right, but other than that, when they did that little scene, like he's Pursuit of Happiness, when he was walking down the street and he was, head above, that looked kind of cool. Or when the explosion happened and he saved the girl, that shit looked cool. I can't front.
That scream, right? Like that trailer worked. That's what I was saying. I was like, yo, just going off the data. I'm like, yo, they found an audience with that shit, bro. But this new.
But then he was like, he said something about America, and I was like, oh shit, here we come with this woke shit. It wasn't, that lost me. But then
that's gonna be
it is. So then
you talking about Gunn? Gunn said it. Yeah,
Gunn said. I woke up the other day.
Look at Anthony Mackie with his
right. Yeah.
Now that movie is dead.
That movie's done now. And now they're talking about that Red Hulk is Trump or some shit like that. Like you're really about to shit on everybody, Like, but look. So the other day I woke up and I went in the chat room, and I think it was Joker or Marcus or somebody already had the little funny clips of dude with the googly eyes and Superman flying. So then that's what I knew immediately. I was like, oh shit, this shit look trash, bro. I lost all, from Crypto, from the America quote to the googly eyes. Yes, this.
I love you.
No, bro, that look bad. But look at his hair, dog. It looked like it's a toupee, dog. That shit look bad.
That's what I thought. When I saw that hair, I was like, oh, this is like some AI face shit going on.
That look like a toupee, bro.
It's not CGI, but that's some AI shit going on.
Yeah, that shit looks bad, dog. So when he put that out, it was already, I was really thinking, all right, Warner Brothers made a movie for their Marvel haters because they couldn't never get those guys to come fuck with them. So now they made a movie. But now I look at it, the general audience, this shit went viral for how stupid it looks, Everybody are making little videos and little clips. Bruh, I'm so happy James Gunn is getting shit on. From his pedo jokes, from everything. The boy got sued today, bruh. Oh, it feels like I won some parlays, bruh. I'm so happy that this dude is getting shit on. And then at the same time, Zack Snyder is back at Warner Brothers. Zack Snyder is talking to Frank Miller. Zack Snyder said, "Yeah, hey man, I'll do a Dark Knight Returns, which is just another BVS, And then, if this fail, man, I really feel like, because everybody talking about, oh, if it fails, the Warner Brothers is done with superhero. No, they're going back to what they know is true. They're going back to they know they got $2 billion sitting in there with Justice League 2 and 3. They got another billion with Ben Affleck. And if they do this Frank Miller shit, this Dark Knight Returns, it'll just continue. It'll continue seamlessly. They'll make so much money. Plus, the numbers just came out. Rebel Moon is beating all of Disney plus Star Wars 10-1 in views. Every single one of them. So Zack Snyder he's in his spot that we knew he would be in. And don't think Warner Brothers don't see this shit,
Yeah. Because the
Rebel
haters will
Moon.
tell you, oh, well, Zack Snyder didn't really make no money. Nobody don't talk about Rebel Moon.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't see the new numbers that Peely touched on, but I want to say with Rebel Moon, the 2 parts that came out and the director's cuts, you accumulate all those views because that's all under one
Right.
budget, right? Like 160 million, I think, for 4
Right.
movies.
160. Yeah, 160 for 4.
It's in the top 3 or 4 of Netflix for the past year. Netflix is the streaming king. It just crossed over 300 million subscribers worldwide. Like Netflix is the streaming king. And so if you could chart top 3 or 4 or 5, you did numbers. Zack Snyder with Rebel Moon, the numbers are there. People that want to be fake about it, they're not going to look at it. But that's why they messing with Zack Snyder. They're going to do more with Zack Snyder because he did numbers.
They ain't got nothing else to do. They know
Right.
that they dropped the ball. So let's just deflect it back to the Zack because because the hate was still there and the hate will always be there. So that'll just push the how should we say push the real issue. That thing did not land. And you do know that the production or whoever it is that's in charge of the marketing fucked up. So now you got 2 strikes, ain't got shit to do with us with Zack Snyder. We're just watching y'all, watching your shit.
Yeah, don't blame the Snyder fandom. Yeah, like they come on, can we just like stuff? It's like, no, bro. Everyone wasn't rocking, like everyone was shitting on that last TV spot. It wasn't just Snyder. We're just Snyder fans.
We just happen to be, in the vicinity, seeing it all go down.
There's plenty of people that just wanted to fail, and I don't blame y'all. Already know I don't blame people that's saying like, "Yo, Warner Bros. They didn't finish Zack's arc. I ain't fucking with nothing else they do." I don't blame you. You know what I'm saying? If that's how you rocking. Me, I'm gonna cover everything.
I love how Phil actually, said the same thing. Said what he said. That came out my mouth. Because yes, absolutely, I don't give a fuck about
exactly. If I already know
no DCU all of it is trash.
Exactly. It's like, but see, that's the thing. It's like people. It's a nuance to this conversation. Like you got to realize all sides of this. Like at least I have to. Realize all sides of this. That there is a segment that's not rocking with nothing that this film does. But all I'm saying to any audience is that if he's getting a W, like even Peely said, that first trailer that reached his audience. That was reaching for people. But when you fuck up, you fuck up. Like this TV spot.
And the normies is gonna still go and see it. They're gonna go see it and enjoy it for the Marvel flavor that they're giving for Disney. And that's fine, but that's for the kiddies, because
I have multiple platforms now, and then there's certain segments they rock with when I break down the shit they like if it's James Gunn or whatever, and they rock with it. But I always tell them like I'm gonna be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? If this didn't land, I'm gonna give it to you straight. Yeah, I just go off the numbers. I just go off the data. I don't my personal feelings.
Right. But look. You can see like I know y'all know how to read the tea leaves. You know how to see like movie news. All right, look, Marvel. They're talking about bringing the Russo brothers back. Marvel has probably like I think I heard they got 2 or 3 spots in the Super Bowl. Why do you think this is Warner Brothers? You know how Drake put out an album before this Kendrick shit. Universal would just push the button on it. No matter how good it sounds, they were gonna make it a hit no matter what. They were gonna push the button, put the marketing behind it. It was gonna be a hit. So now, Warner Brothers is not pushing the button on James Gunn. That's Super Bowl shit. Even Flash got a Super Bowl.
Flash got a Super Bowl trailer.
Right. Even Flash got a Super Bowl. So when you don't do the Super Bowl trailer and you know your competition is doing too, you see, all right, Robert Downey Jr. is back at Marvel. the Russo brothers coming back, you know. So now they're saying, hey man, they just fired the marketing director, the guy who made $1 billion with Barbie. He just got fired. Zaslav just sold, you know, $30 million worth of stocks. They're pulling it. They're not pushing the button on James Gunn.
This is a bow out. This is them bowing out. That's
correct.
What I think. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Comic-Con, you remember when this past summer, Gunn was like, "Nah, we ain't gonna take nothing to Comic-Con San Diego," and then that's when Feige announced RDJ back at that Comic-Con, and Gunn and DC was like, "Now we're gonna bow out." Right with this Super Bowl, because this is what I was saying the whole time. I was like, "Yo, that first trailer, you were building an audience," and again, I just repeat the facts. So I was like, "Yo, y'all next big hit." Do something for the Super Bowl. That's the biggest audience in the world. That
100 million views.
Yeah, like 130 million, I think, is specifically for the Super Bowl, right? So all the eyes, right? Put it near the halftime show, and you got Kendrick Lamar. 100 million people is going to watch that overall. So when you saying now we ain't gonna get into the ring, when Feige's putting in Fantastic Four. Which again, he may not even tell you RDJ's in this one. It's just gonna tease, you know what I'm saying, and other, you know what I'm saying, Jurassic World, Rebirth. It's gonna do $1 billion. You're gonna see Mahershala Ali and ScarJo. And it's like if Superman doesn't jump in that ring, I was like, dang, you basically saying like, okay, we're gonna be cool with like 500 million for this film.
You're basically saying, You're basically saying, yo, I give up. I don't want to fight. That kind of hurt James Gunn because you need I'm gonna say we know football, we talk football. Remember when Justin Fields was on the Bears? I think that's your team, ain't it?
That's my team. Yeah.
when Justin Fields, right? He came back from injury. I think he won like 8 in a row. He was doing good, but then they started saying, all right, Justin, we don't want you to throw this crossing route. We don't want you to look at the second or third option. They were pulling their support away from him because they knew they was going to Caleb Williams. Right. They knew they were going to Caleb Williams. No matter how Justin was going to do, he didn't have the support from the guys behind the scenes, right? So now, all right, James Gunn, picture James Gunn as Justin Fields. Caleb Williams is Zack Snyder. Warner Brothers know they're going back to Zack Snyder, bro. They're like, hey, we ain't gonna do the Super Bowl. And he's like, what, man? That's 130 million. Nah, we ain't gonna do that today, bro.
How else can you take defenders? Because there's some staunch defenders of James Gunn. They're gonna be like, yo, BS, right? But, bro, the fact that you're not doing a Super Bowl of your biggest DC project that you're trying to put out.
Right.
Again, the Flash got it a couple years ago. The Flash got it.
The Flash got it.
Y'all see what happened, right? Y'all see it. And actually, I like parts of that film, but I get numbers ain't there.
I like the part where
it didn't do the numbers.
Mom and he saw his mom. That was
good. What so I accept the general audience rejected that film.
Batman,
but if you're not putting
the bullshit,
if you're not putting this in the Super Bowl, it's like that's an admission of like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We just let this ride. And that's not a good look to me. That's not a good look,
bro. That is not a good look. Yo, if that shit would have been
for them, that if they don't put it out there and pray to God that nothing else, doesn't capture anybody's attention, then what they'll do is that because after this debacle with Mr. Crazy Face, then we'll put something out there more action packed, but give us case in point, Lex Luthor. He's pretty much the only thing that's interesting in that whole.
Nicholas Holt's a great actor. He's gonna do his thing.
No, I'm saying to myself, he's the only thing. The only person that you would actually say, I like how he's doing it. He's ruthless. He's up here doing this thing. He's suave and he knows how to do. Oh yeah, or we're gonna do that. Blah 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 blah. So
Mm-hmm.
people can gravitate towards him. You know, get a little bit of Lex in that final trailer. Listen, your brother Abu Nas. I'm here to help you. You know, I should not be helping you.
You're here to help.
But if I'm going to be honest, Lex Luthor is your last chance to have some type of buzz that will say that this man is going to be a menace to Superman, and maybe we need to watch it to see how it plays out. You know,
I think there. I mean, so basically, like, okay, what? And we're going to kind of wind down with some comments in the chat, and we'll kind of get to those in the chat here. But what's the future of the Superman film? I mean, again, with them passing on the Super Bowl trailer, that's an admission of like, yo, we got a mid-level film. You know, I don't think it's going to make more than 600 million. But the next trailer will be summer, like right before the summer. This is going to be the final trailer, and like you were saying, Abu, maybe make like more Lex, put more of a Lex in that trailer or something, or you know what I'm saying? Because you kind of got the audience that you got right now.
Right.
And again, I'm going to see what they do with this, but the larger audience, you know, crossing over, I don't think they got it without the Super Bowl.
But look at this. Look at this.
About the Justice League light, nobody don't really talk about those guys. You know, goofy good guy. I can't make simple chat. You know, you don't.
Right, but look,
the brother with more blackness. I mean,
yes.
Nobody don't talk about them.
But look. This is such a huge admission of failure. The Super Bowl. Taylor Swift gonna be there, bro. They got the Swifties gonna be watching. This is how you can get the general audience. You know, if you don't get the Zack Snyder fans, get the general audience. That could be help. That can help. You
can make money with them. Yeah.
Right. So you got the Swifties. You ain't gonna show up in front of the Swifties, bro. Every corporation, Pepsi gonna be there, Nike gonna be there, everybody's gonna be there.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah, and you ain't coming? Why? Either you don't want people to see how corny your shit is and go viral again by looking corny, or you just bow it out. You don't want the two. It's only two things, dog. They like, yo, niggas about to see us looking corny, bro. I ain't pulling up in that Ford Escort no more, bro. You know?
They like, nah, I ain't pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody outside is like, nah, I ain't pulling up.
It's a wrap.
You're like, yo, I know everybody about to be outside tonight. Nah, I ain't pulling up, dog. We gonna catch them next time, dog.
The Superman and Lois having a little.
It ain't no next time, bro.
The simple Jack Lantern comes up there.
Bruh, that's what they know. That's what they know. They say, yo, we ain't about to put this shit out in front of 130 million people, dog. Hell no. So that's basically right. That's basically bad news. So that you got their homeboy got sued today. You know they're gonna have to pay that shit out. Plus all the reshoots. They're like, what are they at? 300 million right now? Probably. I mean,
they're trying to say they're under 200 million. That's what they're trying to say. These official numbers, but it's creative accounting for sure. I think they're definitely over 200 million. I would say for the film. Yeah.
So they at least got to make 500 just to feel good. They at least got to make that.
That's
not
a bold statement there.
Right. So why not do the Super Bowl? You ain't feeling something, bro. You're saying you're not feeling it. You know, and bro, Zack Snyder's in the building, bro. Caleb Williams is in the building, bro. It is what it is. Yep. Justin Fields, I'm sorry, and you had a great run. It's over for you, James Gunn, bro. It's over, bro.
Checking down.
They checking down, dog.
That is what it is, man. It's like, hey, people can argue with that, but it's like, bro, you ain't show up to the big dance, bro.
Right. Go get Simple Jack Lantern his own movie.
I know, bro. Like, bro, how you got Superman? You got Superman. You got Superman, bruh, and you don't go to the Super Bowl. Like the name Superman should be at the Super Bowl.
Superman.
Right? How you don't do that, bruh? Like I know James
Wow.
Gunn was pissed when he heard that shit, bruh. And
That's
Andy
wild,
Muschietti
man.
can get a Super Bowl ad for Flash. Ezra Miller can get the Flash can get a Super Bowl ad, and I can't. Oh man, bruh.
That's what it comes down to, man. I mean that's where it's at, man. So let's catch up with these last comments before we roll out.
I went to see the Flash movie to do the review. There was not a soul in that goddamn in the theater. Not a goddamn soul.
They self-sabotage that film.
Yeah.
Overall, but these comments here, let's catch up. We got Scottish Geek guy saying, and I'm gonna get y'all thoughts here. The Gunn being so prevalent on social media is working against the marketing of his film. That's what I think. What do y'all think with this? That I really feel, because again, I don't care if y'all looking forward to the film or whatever. This was an L, right? This last TV spot. I think Gunn should chill out for about 3 months, get closer to the summer, like around May. Drop that new trailer, put more Lex footage or something in there, or something to help it. He needs to chill out, being online after that.
Right. No, but it's his personality, because Zack Snyder did his marketing 100% online, but Zack Snyder don't have a troll personality like Homeboy. So his personality is, I gotta fight the fans, I gotta make pedo jokes, I gotta troll people, I gotta do all this stuff. That's his personality. They should have been set his ass back and like, yo, James, just chill, bro. Just chill, But they didn't. This comment is completely right. But he just don't have that personality to market himself, I mean, he does it the exact opposite.
If this film was hot, because like I said, that first trailer worked. If they built on top of that, and they had a hot streak, it's like, okay, Gunn, talk your shit, right? I'll be online like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Superman, we're going to be in the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get another ring. But it's like, bro, this ain't hot. If y'all saw the headlines, y'all. Trades was covering people joining on this film. Like, that's how bad this got, y'all.
My Vince Carter moment.
Right,
this ain't it, bro.
It's sober. It's like Gunn needs to he needs to chill out. I know he likes being online, but it's like, bro, because at least you want to salvage what you have. Because I think he still can get his 500, 600 million. Salvage that, because like you're not playing with the big boys. You're not even showing up for the Super Bowl. So this film ain't doing big numbers.
Ain't it?
You know what I'm saying? Overall, that's just really what it is. So we got Late Night Nonsense says, do you think the backup plan for DC if Superman isn't a hit is Zach, because he's back in the building with a 300 TV series, right?
Facts. Yes. Bruh, every comment Warner Brothers have seen for the past 10 years was release the Snyder Cut. Zack Snyder this, Zack Snyder that, Zack Snyder this. The whole CBM industry only talks about Zack Snyder. So yes, it was the plan. And they don't give a shit about no
James Gunn fandom, like
right.
Business.
Yeah, it pissed them off. But you kind of knew it was coming when Rebel Moon made it to #1 in the world. So then Warner Brothers, they gotta look at a streaming service getting the #1 movie and like, oh shit, we can do that and make some box office money and some streaming money. So of course their plan B is Zack Snyder. That's why he's talking to Frank Miller in these interviews. That's why he's back at Warner Brothers. It's not to do no 300 prequel. That's cool and all, but the world wants to see Justice League 2 and 3, and that's what he's known for right now.
I mean, I think it's very significant. I mean, we've been saying this for months now, that especially in the different message groups, Pete Lee, that Zach back working with Warner Brothers, like that's the hugest news, since the Snyder Cut has been announced, coming out like back in 2021.
We stayed with the W's, man.
That's huge.
I want to be humble. but I'm not. Yes, we take the L's, we take the W's.
That's a W, bro. That's a W. Right.
Yeah, we winning. We're winning
That's
without having to
That's a
put
W.
anything out there because y'all the ones that told us that Snyder's this, and then you got other people shitting on him, and then you saying, "Oh, he really didn't make that type of money." I'm hearing this from from Twitter and over in some of the Instagrams and stuff. You know what? Cope and see. That's all
Zach chilling with Warner Bros. I mean, I'm just saying, like,
Right.
y'all come to your own conclusions with that, but I mean, that means something to me.
Yeah,
and David Ayer
brother just sipping out lemonade and just
Ayer chilling,
right.
writing autographs. Oh.
Remember, David Ayer put that picture out of the Warner Brothers water tower.
Yep,
So
yep.
that's big news as well because I would rather see David Ayer shit. Right, exactly. Yeah, I think so. That comment, I really think the prequel series is just to get Zach in the door, but their biggest plan B, they got $2 billion sitting in their pocket if they just greenlight that shit, you know?
Well,
I'm just saying,
maybe James Gunn will be helping us. Hey,
he may not have a choice.
In the theater. Oh my goodness! All right, okay, we're gonna have a great Superman movie. 30 minutes later, why am I paying money for this? 45 minutes later.
Well,
listen, do you want to go home? Do you want to go home? Daddy, this shit is trash. I know, but we paid all this money. We got the daggone glasses.
All I'm saying, Gunn, Gunn and your Gunn supporters. Like, again, I'm gonna be objective and nice and stuff like that. But if this film is trash, bro, like y'all know y'all know Matt Reeves fans still mad at me in the Batman review. They still mad at me from that. when I did the review, they didn't like that Batman walking shit that I was saying. Like, yo, they still mad at me.
Shit about listen, it warned on me. Okay, it warned on me after I saw the Penguin, and then I said, I saw the Penguin and went back to that. Now
it's a good story.
Yeah, now
but in real time. When that first dropped, I was like, nah, bro, this man can't get in the club, bro. This man can't get in the club,
Batman.
It's not Batman. That's what upset me.
My boy, Commissioner Bush, hey, he's with me.
He's with me. Let me in the club.
That's the iconic line.
When I saw that shit, I was like, bro, this ain't Batman. Like, this nigga ain't Batman. Like, he's not Batman.
He walks so slow.
He's not Batman, bro.
You really think he could have done it?
I'm just saying. Hey, I felt some kind of way, bro. Like I said,
like so chill. But I get it. I get how Matt Reeves is really putting this down as a real crime.
I do like what he's setting up now.
Now I get
the Penguin series. I'm like, I get it, Reeves. Okay, I get what you're doing. It's not really Batman, but I like this crime saga. I like what you're doing.
I like the crime. Right. I like the crime saga.
Yeah.
Patterson is still not Batman, but he's your guy. So we'll roll with it because you're writing and
you cooking over there with Penguin and stuff, right?
And the aesthetics of
Gotham. I like the Gotham.
You put in fire. I love it.
Yeah. I like the look of it. So it's like, okay, I give you a pass.
So we just have to just deal with his corny ass.
He just can't be bratty Batman. Just let's work on that, Reed. No bratty. Fuck you, Alfred. I'm like, nah, bro.
I'll never get over that.
No, bro. But let's see. We got
your ass. And it's like, you know what? I guess I could tolerate you, Alfred, but you're still not my real dad.
Bruh, I was so over that dude. But anyway, let's get through these last couple comments real quick. Then we're going to close this out. We got Davey saying, my question to everyone, if Gunn will release Ayer Cut before DCU ended or now as Elseworlds, would gain some respect? I'm going to say this. Okay, so just off the top, we got to be real. Because like I said, when I say I'm objective, it's all sides to this. There are plenty of Snyder fans. They would never fuck with James Gunn,
Never
even
fuck
if he
with
released
James
the haircut. Yeah. Even if he, so it just that just is what it is, bro. Like, you know, just like, hey, I mean, and I accepted this with Black Adam. A lot of people, even though Cavill was there, they wasn't messing with that. Even, you know, though Cavill was there, that just is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I was rocking with. I was like, that's our boy. That's Zack Snyder's Superman right there.
I choose
But
violence.
I digress on that. But my point is that there was a large segment. They was not going to rock with James Gunn no matter what.
No.
I still feel the haircut has a chance because Ayer, you know, has been kind of popping up again. I was like, okay, I think there's still a spot, you know, there's still a chance for this. Gunn just got to get out these couple films first. Like, let's say if this Superman film is going to do what 500, 600 million, then you got what Supergirl. They ain't gonna do much more than that. So go on,
It's gonna be Superman fatigue after this nonsense.
Yeah, go on, release that haircut like
the girl
2027. Oh yeah, no, Millie Alcock, she's a star. Yeah. I think she's gonna be a star. But with them again, DC not going to the Super Bowl, that's showing where that brand is at, y'all. If y'all don't see it,
y'all gotta
see it. Ready.
They're pulling out, definitely.
Yeah, y'all got to see that. That's it's levels to this, bro. Like Marvel's at the Super Bowl, DC. You know what I'm saying? They're at the Puppy Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That's what they. That's just level. That just is what it is, y'all. I'm a realist. It's like you're not getting big money with this film. You're just not.
Right.
That is
right.
We're telling the audience, listen, you're grown men, you're grown women. I tell you like it is. You put your money for them. If you like it, God bless you, and may God be with you. But the main problem is that what does his Superman brings to the table that will have people flocking all the way? It could be word of mouth. It could be that. But then there's a flip side to that. You know, that the people that'll go in there and say that this thing was trash. So then we'll have the battle between the likes and the don't likes, but who will have the more prevalent the more prevalent view? That will be up to the audience.
Yeah, so it's going to be up to the people,
and we will be here to give you the news as we see it in the streets. So you can't be the numbers are liable for anything. You can't hold you liable. You can't have P-League liable. None of that. We're saying our opinion, but we see what's up on the street.
Like we're reading those tea leaves. Like I'm just saying, like
hell yeah.
If it walks like a duck, like that's what we're seeing. We're seeing what's going on with this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all.
But people that wants this thing to win. You know, some of my brothers in the Dark Council, they want something, you know, other than Zack Snyder, and to get something close to the Donner 5 or something uplifting. And I get it, and I really do get it. So I hope that my brothers in the Dark Council will get that for them, because I'll be happy. I'm happy for them to be happy, you know. But they already know that I choose violence. And I was there from the get-go, but they're my brothers, and they said, yeah, Abu has a right to be upset because he had a point. You know, you disrespected Cavill and tossed him out like he was nothing, and then you had the fucking nerve to lie about, oh yeah, me and Ben, we're gonna do something then, and Ben like, slow your break, bro.
Absolutely.
So you up here disrespected and you're lying behind it. Nah, that's 2 strikes already on your report card. So don't ask me for nothing to give you money to waste my goddamn time watching your dumbass movie when we could have had the real Superman. We could have had the real Justice League. We could have had everything else except that dumbass crypto and all of that other nonsense. But we'll probably we may trade you Jesse Eisenberg to the other dude because he, like I said, he looked like
Nicholas
he was business. You know?
He bout it. Yeah, he definitely bout it.
Yeah, I like
so,
him when he his shades and he's like, oh, that's the Lex Luthor. I was sitting up here like, damn.
and he hate, man.
Jesse Eisenberg
He
being
hates
something like
Superman
that.
so much. Like if y'all saw the in the trailer, Lex hates Superman so bad. Like this man's crying. That's how mad he is.
Yeah.
Like he hate this dude. Like
Yeah.
I'm like that's some real hate right there. When you crying, like
Mhm.
I hate this dude. So hey, I am looking
You
forward
hate
to that
Superman,
aspect.
then you hate your wife, and you hate your
Man,
Yeah.
that's some hate. Like you like
That's some hate
that's
right
in the
there.
heart. But nah, man, this film's gonna do what it do. You're seeing the trajectory,
Yeah.
and now you're gonna see the fruition. I said, I'm gonna be here to cover it. We got Scottish Geek said, I reckon when all said and done, they need to clear 500 million just to break even. Yeah, that's kind of numbers we was talking about, Peely, right? Like if they spend about 200 million, they need to get about 500, 600. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
That's still a failure, bro. Still a failure. Zack Snyder didn't do 500 million. You got to beat Man of Steel, bro. If not, you failed.
It ain't beat Man of Steel. I'm totally resigned.
And when it goes to streaming, your Superman movie has to break the internet and
Right.
and lock everything down. Your movie has to kill the servers because they want to see it so bad.
And it
If
won't.
they don't do it like Justice League, it's a failure.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I'm resigned to the fact it's not doing Man of Steel numbers. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, and the DC brand is just gonna be this mid brand. That's just what it is right now, until something really pops.
It was a mid. That shit was mid at best. At best.
Mm-hmm.
Reggie.
Yeah. I'm just I just come to terms with that. But Lion Main Man says, you think the lawsuit will win? So basically the lawsuit, the Schuster estate, they're gonna get their money one way or another. Either settle or if they actually try to fight it in court, they got all the cause to the grounds to do this lawsuit. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Just I showed the rule. If y'all rewind back to the earlier part of this stream, I showed the breakdown where the rights reverted back to the estate. So y'all just by law, they're due their money. And they're saying, yo, y'all owe us anytime y'all use Superman the last 8 years. So Zack Snyder's Justice League falls into that period as well.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all owe them their money. So just go on, break them off and get this over with. And make your 500 million in the box office. That's what y'all gonna do.
They'll get more from Zack Snyder than what they'll go get for this.
They want a piece. They want a piece of that.
They gotta settle. If not, they don't get the UK market. That's the biggest one that they need in that lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't settle, they won't get to show it in Ireland and the UK market. So they have to settle.
You need UK for international box office, because I always say, everyone knows the American box office is the best in the world. That just is what it is. You got to make your money here. But then after that, China is a big market as well. And then after that, you're talking about UK and France and things like that. So, that's money. That's tens and hundreds of millions. So they got to settle for that UK money, to make that. So, there's no choice. There's no choice with that. So,
no choice.
Interesting stuff with that, man. We're gonna wind this one out. Like I said, man, a lot of discourse with this lawsuit, and Superman, DC pulling out of the Super Bowl, dodging the Super Bowl. You got the Shields mad that people making fun of the Superman. It is what it is, man.
The biggest date that he would have, the Super Bowl. You're whining and dining. And then it's like, okay, let's get to bed. Clap the cheeks. Super Bowl. Getting it in. And then all of a sudden, oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. This Viagra is wearing out. What's going on?
Bro.
Says, get your ass on out of here. I was unfulfilled.
Sometimes people gotta learn to just hold the L. That just is what it is, man. Obviously, report the news. That's all we do it. As we wrap up, as I said on this platform, we're gonna have more pop-up streams like this. You know, definitely when I can get my brothers on here, we'll do that when appropriate. Appropriate topics. For sure. Like I said, I didn't forget about you. I know I took a little break. You know what I'm saying? I got to take my mental health breaks. And,
Everybody,
you know what I'm saying?
gotta do that. Yep.
And so definitely we want to keep this content up. But, you know, the real life stuff, we got to take care of our business first. And then, you know what I'm saying? But appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all still supporting what's going on over here. So just make sure you still subscribe. Make sure your notifications on when we pop up like this again, or any breaking news pertinent to this channel. Check out the Linktree link in the description. If you're on YouTube or on Twitter, go to my profile page. I have all my platforms where we talk DC, Marvel, Spider-Man, Batman, and all this stuff. We all over the place. Even with that, I'm gonna do a crypto channel if it pops. If I can't make no money with crypto, I can't do it. Yeah, I can't. Yeah. Crypto gotta make that money. I'm just saying, if they ain't making money, I can't do a crypto channel.
You gotta do something.
But Abu, y'all still doing your Dark Council stuff, right?
Yes,
was it every week?
We're supposed to be coming back strong, like never before. But we're still trying to get a date behind it. And like I said, with me, it's kind of like 50-50, and I really want to get on the show, especially on top of the fact that we had to keep canceling it because the schedules was not where it needed to be, especially with me working in criminal court like nobody's business. But we will be back probably within next week or the week after, but I will keep our brothers and sisters I will keep the fires burning until we get this thing done. As far as me myself personally, I'm still trying to promote my first and hopefully not my only album, but it has been a great journey. And for any of your supporters would like any type of good hip hop music, and hey, I've got the formula for you. You know, it's called Security Concepts. I know it's a shameless plug right now, but like I said, you take a look. Hopefully, you'll get some good music, get some good laughs.
Abu Naj, you already know. Syl Nation rocks with Abu Naj. Y'all already know that. So definitely check out. We gotta get some links next time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
For sure. You already know we rock with you, bro. So we're looking forward to what you're doing and with the crew as well. Lorena Creole, you already know I rock with her, bro. Like she be killing it. She be killing it with that content. So much respect to y'all. Overall, what y'all doing. Peely, I see you sneaking some content, some videos out there, bro. Like you
Yeah, every now and then, man, I try to pop out. I got some shit coming. I'm gonna start interviewing people again, but I think I want to start doing some content with Marcus. I told him I'm gonna interview him recently, but I talk to him every day, and he's pretty much on the same shit I'm on. He knows a lot of the shit, and we never really talk that deep. But I know if I start doing some shows, Neo 7, he got a lot to say, bro. And I can only really talk to people on that type shit, like who knows what I'm talking about. Because some people, if I spit out some of the shit that I say, it'll be like, they'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? They won't understand. But Marcus understands, so I want to do some shows with him. I'm going to start interviewing more people on that type level. But, people hit me up and like, yo, can you tell me about this situation and this situation? So every now and then I might drop a podcast. But my plan is when I settle down and finally get back into podcasting and shit, I want to get more like-minded people on the show, and I think I want to start with Marcus. Nice. Not like a sidekick, but extra brain.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure.
I know I enjoyed my interview with you when we had it way back.
Oh yeah.
That was
Oh, man,
Oh yeah, the good old days, bro.
He probably interviewed everyone in the fan, like
Yeah, pretty much.
large
Hell yeah.
majority.
He had
Large
to.
majority.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at that time, it was interesting, you know. Right now, we kind of like in the nightmare zone, so I'm kind of finding my way through, you know.
You know.
That's what's up, man. We'll be looking out for that. Definitely catch him on a timeline for sure. Stay in the fandom again. This is where we do those pop-up discussions of potential controversial topics of DC and/or Zack Snyder.
Shit, that's the damn truth.
For the panel, of course, I'm sylabdul, Abu Nas, Mr. West Ashley. We'll catch y'all next time. We out, man.
There's no need to regulate. Free speech is always the better way. The truth will never discriminate. Free thinking has been to all a better place. Better place where we can all conversate. I mean, converse. Don't make this shit worse. Just try to appreciate after this verse. So take us to church. Let knowledge disperse. Ideas then culminate. Turn into action. Speak words with reason and passion. Honestly spoken, no need for retraction. Keep on demanding your full satisfaction. We made it happen, though we collapsed and broken in fractions. All of these factions overreact and broken in fractions. If I played a part, then I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.